Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau. From his end zone, Wilson. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a two-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Rams are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They go play action now. Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now
and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Well, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick six. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jackson, and his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sound of the laughter from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Jackson will throw again. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now it's Jackson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Jackson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
To throw is Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Wilson's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And Shark calls it in.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll get 23 yards there, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Play action. Now Wilson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Wilson will throw again. Touchdown, Rams.
Jameson Williams
with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last week.
no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the minds, rest up the...
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The turnover being in great field position, and they're going to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now Jackson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Dalton Schultz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A.
Jameson Williams
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On third down, here's Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Hardman on the return.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all of those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Lavonte David.
And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And they take a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we sit.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though? Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly in pop. He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Jamison Williams.
An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, Wilson.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Again, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf, 46 yards.
And the Rams have got it on cruise control.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Eluding the... And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player. And he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things. And he incorporated that into his route running.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear it.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw again is Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there?
Touchdown!
Aaron Jones.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. But Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beaten a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting, just in the interest of the game.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DK Metcalf. 50 yards. And the Rams extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wilson. The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to...
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Tucker now to add the point after. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Jackson's throw caught by Tony.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here's Jackson.
Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson caught on the right side by Jones.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
1 last shot for Jackson.
1 last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out.
So cold, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting. I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro, Monica, you're wrong, yo. As against a bro code, headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a Success, a team that I rep came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Then the juke move, high swing, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a minute, give the Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a minute, give the Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cubone stallion with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me want to fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore. From Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it